And with deer, and you thought you were getting your loans forgiven? Not so fast.
Nope.
Next on the Morning Waffle. I don't know if you're really going to be there.
We're arguing.
Shh, we're not ready yet. Stop it.
My avatar's not on
Never
the
mind.
intro. I miss a couple weeks and
Throws his mic and
We
his
done
shut.
cut you out.
yeah, well, you know, that's how.
And, well, that's okay. I'm going to cut Lauren out right now because this is an important thing. This is immediately what I thought of when I got up this morning and looked out the window.
What's about to drop over my face?
You know what that is?
It's Christopher Walken.
It's
Walken
Christopher
in a Winter
Walken
Wonderland.
in-
It's Walken in a Winter
Yeah.
Wonderland.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Send the
folks.
next slide. I'm ready.
That's all I got. No, that's all I had.
All I saw in that was where Lucy walks out of the wardrobe and into Narnia.
Oh, yeah,
right,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what that looked like. So
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out why Walken was in Narnia.
I don't know.
Darn
That
it.
may be where that picture's from. I don't know.
It looks like it. It looks a lot like it.
But that's immediately what I thought of this morning was Walken in a Winter Wonderland.
It was a beautiful drive-in.
It wasn't bad.
Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I love the snow, especially when it's not on the roads. And
Yeah.
it just,
This is the perfect first.
that's
snow.
a great snow.
It's pretty good. But
Does anyone else love that moment where you look out the window and be like, "It's snowing," and your kids are like, "Yeah!"
Oh, my kids are 19 and 15, and they were still excited about it.
I
So,
used this one
Look at
time,
this.
and I intended it to be a really good like analogy for what I was trying to get the point across, but it turned out to like totally backfire on me. And it was because I'm like, I was trying to illustrate how the fact that if like to my people that schedule for me, like if I have like a long stretch of empty calendar, I really hate it. To just have something put right in the middle of it that ruins the whole, like, you know what I mean?
Opening.
You have that nice blank calendar.
What is that? I don't know.
So the analogy, I know, it's rare. That's why it's so special because it's
Right,
rare.
yeah.
So the analogy I used
Still
was,
looking for it.
when you look out across your yard after a fresh snow and it's nice and smooth and all pretty. And it looks great, and then it gets ruined because like a dog comes and takes a dump right in the middle of that
Yes,
yard. It
right-
ruins
right
it.
in the middle.
And I'm like, that's what it's like when you schedule something in the middle of my empty day. And every
dog
taking a
jumping on
dump
my
in the snow.
fresh blanket of white snow.
yeah, and
That'll-
and everybody got offended, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean it quite
Imagine if you're that one appointment. Now, now you're really
well,
offended.
that's exactly what happened.
just a
is
turd
The,
to
the person that got
will.
that appointment heard that, and that's why it totally backfired. It's like, oh, you just think I'm a dog crapping on your
Yeah, I'm
yard.
a
Yeah, I'm
dog
sorry. I didn't mean it.
turd.
Don't take it
Not
personally.
specifically
literally.
to you.
Not literally you, but in general, that's
That
how that went.
That is the fun thing about snow. First morning you wake up, you look at it, you're like, awesome, and then
Yeah.
it's like, it looks sketchy now.
Well, I'm concerned that people are wondering why we have this
We have
phantom
a
microphone
phantom-
over here.
That's Frank.
my imaginary friend.
Yeah, no, but we have a purpose for that, and so we have Stephanie here. So she's
Stephanie,
she's
why?
hanging out.
We're gonna get her. That's
Whoa.
not what I meant.
Oh,
to
What
do.
happened?
there you
I,
go.
tried,
no.
I tried to do something really
We're gonna
cool.
have to adjust your mic.
Yeah, just take
me
it
help
out for
you.
just a little bit. There you go.
There you
Okay.
go. Hey, now we can see it.
Good morning, Vicky.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people say hi.
Oh, good morning, Heather.
We got lots of people saying good morning already today. So, all right.
When you said Narnia earlier,
Narnia?
like Narnia, it
Narnia.
made me
I
think.
put,
This is
yeah, I
South
put the
Missouri.
Ozark on it.
It's like, are you going? Nar you?
Where you going, Narnia?
Nar.
That's what it made me think of it. It's been in my brain since we started. I can't even think of anything
Yet,
else.
yet.
Nar you?
Well, I've been deer hunting all weekend, so I
get
get
deer?
my redneck comes in.
It's
real
like when it's
quick.
lunchtime. Yet.
Yeah. You
No.
ain't, you ain't yet?
Yaunt too?
Yaunt too?
All right.
What's up?
Hilarious.
It's called the waffle. I mean, we have no idea what we're talking
have no
about.
idea
We just
what's
talk.
happening.
Did you get
Those
you
are the
sent me
best
the
ones.
notes? Did you see what I said?
No, I haven't even looked at my email this
So
morning.
we don't allow
Don't look.
notes on the waffle. It has to be
No,
completely.
they're for me. So
yeah,
I don't
we don't
forget.
allow
They're not for
notes.
you.
They're completely
They're for me.
extemporaneous.
She literally has notes in
I
there.
know.
It's very organized.
What is
Yeah,
organization?
we don't do that here.
Type A.
Sorry, yeah.
We do not do that here. So
I'm
why are you
excited
here?
though. We have all festive things for Stephanie to talk
Yeah,
about.
it's good.
Fill us in. What's happening?
Festivals.
Well,
Festivities.
not so much festival.
What's going on? The festive
Festivus.
period.
Yeah.
The Festivus for the rest of us.
Period, Yeah. So we
I got a lot of problems with
couple,
you people.
couple things coming up. The Shop and Support Rogersville.
Love it.
Yay.
Kind of putting that on through the chamber. I think that's been done a few years in a row.
Yes.
But
Yep.
so it's that time again, holiday shopping and all that.
But I'm always amazed at how many people don't know what that is. So
Yeah.
tell like, what are the details? Because you go in, shop local, keep your receipt, do what? What do you do with that?
So it's the first day to actually collect your receipts would be November 18th through
Okay.
December 18th. So any time
18th
period
to
that you
18th.
shop,
18th to
yeah.
18th.
So November 18th
Beautiful.
through December 18th. Spend $10 or more at a Rogersville business. The receipt has to show, the name of the business and the address of it.
Okay.
And then you take that receipt to one of our validation locations, which there's 4 of them.
Okay.
5 technically if you want to count both of the Citizens Bank of Rogersville
Yeah.
locations.
Okay, both locations
So-
at Citizens.
Citizens Bank, Southern Bank, the Seymour Bank, and then the Chamber of Commerce.
Okay,
Very
so all
good.
the, yeah.
So it's very
The banks of the chamber.
Banks, but yeah.
multiple locations around the map in Rogersville, so you should be able close to one of those
Yeah.
drop off.
And
Should
there's
be able to drop it
Detroit.
off at the pharmacy too, since that used to be a bank. I would just think that would make sense.
Run it through the
I wonder
drive-thru.
how often that happens.
Yeah, probably.
bet it does. Every
I'm
once
here
in
to
a
make,
while.
I'm here to
Withdraw
make
my
a
money.
deposit. Oh wait, no,
They're like,
that's
"I'll
that's
take
way
your
more
money."
realistic. But withdraw,
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing
Yeah.
to deposit.
Not these days.
I got nothing to withdraw.
Continue.
So there is a point to collecting the receipts and turning them in. We have prize giveaways that all of our local, not all the local business. Oh, I like that. That's nice. That businesses have donated. And we'll do drawings.
Oh,
of
we just
those
lost you. Get in the mic there.
There you
There
are.
we go.
Is that
You
better?
have to
Yeah.
eat it.
Yeah.
You actually have to
Okay.
eat
You
the
dropped
mic.
out for a second.
Yep.
Like
Okay.
Thanksgiving feast. Eat the mic.
Eat it.
So 4 ways to win. I already told you about the purchasing $10 from a local business. The one I'm most excited about, Lauren knows, for the PTA Wildcat Closet. They need hygiene items.
Badly.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So this is potentially the way that you could have the most chances to win said prizes.
Said prizes.
Yes. So, and I'm keeping
So by
them a
bringing
secret.
hygiene,
Oh, it's a secret.
Yeah.
we bring
Prizes-
hygiene items.
Yeah. So any collection of hygiene items.
So you could buy them at the Apple
Deodorant,
Market.
toothbrush, toothpaste.
Yes.
Deodorant.
You
Yes.
could buy at the
yes.
Apple Market or Dollar General and then double down. 'Cause you
Shampoo,
could-
Yeah.
conditioner,
Right.
feminine
You get-
products.
What a
things like that.
Bonus.
game-winning strategy right there.
Yep. Right
You
here in the
get
waffle. you heard
bonus
it.
entries for, donating your hygiene items, but spending $10 or more at a Rogersville business.
There you
Dun,
Brilliant.
dun,
So-
dun.
Yeah, spend $30 at Apple Market, Dollar General on hygiene items. Donate those. You would potentially get 4 for that.
So that's going to enter you in again for the drawing.
Yeah, and there's unlimited chances.
And then those
to win.
hygiene items get used by kids in our community.
Perfect.
So it is an awesome, it's the circle of
Oh,
life.
Ryan. You got to love Raj. We have a great community
You're getting
here.
called out here, Ballard.
No doubt, man. Next week, Ryan, it's already scheduled in. Yeah, it's getting
Oh, it is.
Oh,
it's getting a little bit long.
There's not a seamless transition here.
Yeah.
So that's how you know.
He's
Yeah.
always giving you a hard time about your
Every
hair.
time. From a man who has no hair.
I'm
I
getting a
know,
haircut today.
right?
Which,
You
by
get
the
one
way, Steph,
today?
your
Yep.
hair looks great today. Just want to throw that out
Oh,
there.
thanks. It's like day 3.
getting
He
one in
said
about
it
6
smelled
months.
this morning.
It's day
So don't
3.
get too close.
You need some of that, what do you call that?
The dry shampoo.
The dry shampoo.
There you go.
You know all that.
I've recently bought some of that, and I have to get a specific color or it looks like I'm going gray.
Oh,
You really got to
he
scrub
says,
that in.
yeah.
When you
Modern solutions require modern problems.
There you go.
Strike that, reverse it.
Ryan, go get some of this dry shampoo.
Ooh,
Oh,
where
yeah.
can we donate?
When can we donate?
Yeah.
Oh, when can we donate?
When?
Yeah, so
18th to 18th, right?
18th to 18th. The donations will be at the validation
They'll have like
locations.
bins. They usually have bins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've got to get those prepared. I'll drop those off this week.
So you
so
can
that they're
drop
ready for
off
Friday.
the hygiene items at any of those locations?
That's
Okay.
wonderful.
That's
Yeah.
good, because that was a question
I
had.
will say,
Beautiful.
I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, when we picked up those items from this drive, which was a little bit different, but I like the way we're doing it this year even better. It stocked our hygiene items for the whole year.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was a big deal. And the closet has served more people since I've been helping with the closet this year. And I'd say there's a bigger probably need this year. Would be my
probably
guess.
so.
And I
Can
don't have
promise you, yeah.
statistics to show this.
Well, you can go back
But-
to my bank account would be a really
Yeah,
good.
my $15 Bisquick and chicken last night.
Gee whiz, I saw that. Holy cow.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, okay. Dumplings, I like Bisquick dumplings. That's kind of my thing.
Okay.
I want that specific type of dumpling.
Yep.
Went to the store,
Cloud dumplings.
and I was just like, you got to be kidding me.
Yep.
$9.09 for a big box of Bisquick. So I got a little box
Yep.
of Bisquick.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I feel that.
So shop local. Two
Shop
more
local.
ways to win?
Yeah.
We covered two.
So-
We've got two. We got two left. Okay.
Yeah.
Hygiene items.
And then just
receipts.
spending
Spending
$10 or
receipts.
more.
Prizes.
Okay.
You
What-
get a prize. You get a prize. Everyone gets a prize.
Like
Oprah.
Oprah's in
Thanks, Oprah.
town.
yes, it's just like Oprah.
Or Santa.
Somebody's giving away cars. No, they're not. Don't
But
do
cars
don't do
is
that.
it's not giving away a car, but it does have to do with like cars. Or so if you're car shopping or looking at real estate or needing an insurance quote, you can just get like your quote signed by whoever you're visiting. Rogersville
that too.
Business
Yes.
again.
Yep.
You know, you could get
So
an
I-
estate plan and get a crap ton of entries for that. So,
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just one entry. So
Oh, it's one entry per
it's not-
receipt.
Oh, it's not like 10 for
So-
$10.
So if I go shop
Okay.
insurance,
I'll
and I
give
get a
you.
quote,
I'll give you like $210 receipts.
It's like
or something.
turning in a receipt. Same
yes.
thing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just it qualifies as one receipt. So you
Oh,
can't
I
go
thought-
like buy a car and spend $30,000 and then you just
Well, see, I think before,
it.
I think before it's like for every $10 you spent, you could get an entry. So it was.
Yeah, that $30,000 car would be nice.
That seems
Yeah.
like way too
Right?
hard to track.
Yeah.
Well, that would be
I
on
That's
box
a used
of
car with
Bisquick and a
150,000
chicken.
miles.
you got math. You got to do
got
maths.
And
That's far
then
too hard.
the final way would just be to like donate to a local charity.
Donate.
So
Wonderful.
sponsor would be kind of giving them,
What was the third
a
way?
money gift.
was
It was the
Hygiene?
getting a quote.
Oh, getting a
So
quote.
getting
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Car
From a
quote,
service.
insurance quote, or going and looking at real estate property
I
here
see.
in
Okay.
Rogersville.
Yeah, there you go.
Do that.
Yep.
Or donate to a local charity.
Yes, and then there
Go
will
to
be
thestory417.com and hit the donate tab.
That's a little plug there. I'm doing that.
Always.
So we'll do live drawings every Monday starting on the 28th. So after Thanksgiving, you'll need to be on the chambers or at least go like our page so that you know that when
Like
we go
the
live.
page to get
What are
all
some of
of
the-
the details.
The local nonprofits. So like Young Life would
Yeah.
be a good one.
Rogersville
people could
Friends
get
of the
to.
Park.
Friends of the Park is
The-
another good
the
one.
Safe and
Safe Haven Now.
Safe Haven Now.
Food
Community
Pantry.
Foundation of
Yeah.
Rogersville.
Community
Yep.
Foundation is another, yeah.
There's more. There's
Yeah.
so many more. Oh, yeah, Safe Haven. And then there's another local food bank and serves Rogersville too, King's Pantry, I believe.
yeah.
There you go.
There's multiple.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, this is why she brings notes. If we'd had notes, we could have listed them all. But
What
that's
if-
yeah.
What if they pay their fine in municipal court? Would we give them an entry for that? Like they come.
What about
and-
hours of community service?
hours of community service? Does that count too?
Maybe next year.
Come pay your ticket
Four
in Rogersville.
categories is enough, right? So
Or commit a crime. No, we're not going to do
No,
that
no,
one.
no.
No, we're going to no.
What if they come to your office and sing you a song? Does that get them an entry? Can I tell everyone
maybe.
that?
Like an elf gram,
do
like
walking in a window?
I love you, I love you, I love you.
Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening?
Walking in a winter wonderland.
Are you guys going to Christmas carol this year?
Wow.
I mean, that sounds good. I think you should.
Well, we're going to live stream the parade, so that'll be fun.
I'm
Yeah,
excited.
That's
gonna
next
be-
on my list.
Yeah,
to
let's talk about. Well, let's do that. So we got.
Yes, let's talk about the
Christmas
parade.
and tree lighting festivities.
Huge
December
festivities.
3rd.
December
is when those are gonna
3rd.
be.
That is not far away, by the
No.
way.
That
I
is
know.
coming up real
Not
fast.
far.
I'm kind of a little not excited. I mean, I am excited. What? Not for that. Just like everything's
Anxious?
coming up
Right.
so
It's
fast.
happening
Like, you don't
fast.
have
It's
time
happening
to
really
plan for
fast.
anything.
Isn't
Yes.
that the holidays though? Like Halloween, boom, and then it's just a blur till after New Year's.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're like, okay, I'm going to get ready for Christmas. Oh, there it was.
Where to go? Yeah.
Now we're in the bowels of winter.
Did a dog just poop on my snow?
That's right. It's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Grumpy old man.
But I did want to talk about something before the parade
Okay.
too.
Okay.
The student council for the Rogersville High School
this morning, yeah.
has put together a
Pancake.
pancake breakfast.
Pancake breakfast,
'Cause
not
they're-
pancake.
What's a pancake?
So they're also needing, this will all be for the Care to Learn program through Rogersville, but
Okay,
they're
good.
also needing some clothing and hygiene items. So all
Wonderful.
the fun.
Is that why it's called
That's
a
one.
pancake?
That's one we
Yeah.
didn't.
'Cause
That's
they
one
want
we
clothes?
didn't. Yeah,
Care to
we
Learn
didn't
is
say
different
that.
local.
I didn't
Care
quite
to
make
Learn.
that connection.
Yeah.
That's why they were calling it pancake.
See, my mind went there immediately because I saw Care to Learn. I thought they want clothes.
They
I
want
thought we
clothes.
were having
Okay.
pancakes.
Pancakes.
like shaped
Maybe
like
they'll make 'em
pants.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I was
like
thinking.
pancakes.
Yeah.
So
That's the request, is that
when's that going to be? When?
so
what's
it's
the-
December 3rd.
Okay.
So it'll be before the parade from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m.
in the high school commons
yeah.
Get
area.
some brekkie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
it-
got to enter like
It's
your-
a pre-parade
from the-
breakfast.
from the FFA building side.
Pre-parade
I saw that.
pancakes.
Carb load.
I got a carb load. You're gonna walk that parade route.
You do have to register in advance for that breakfast, and it's $12 per person, but it is going to a good cause.
Absolutely.
So
Worth every penny.
Is that those
Yeah.
Bisquick?
Yeah, that's called inflationary.
If you want
thankfully,
Bisquick pancakes, they're $42 a
inflationary
plate.
pancakes.
thankfully, Village Inn has partnered with them to
that's
donate.
cool.
Oh,
the
good job,
pancake
Village Inn.
mix. So
Ooh, are they gonna have are they gonna have their whole grain pancakes?
Can we get a?
Have you ever had
Can we
them?
get a French silver
No, I've
pancake?
never
No,
had
they
whole
have a
grain.
grain.
they have a cinnamon flavor to their whole grain pancakes that are
delicious?
just
Really?
amazing.
Sweat is rolling
Oh
down my back. Oh my gosh, I should never have worn this sweater.
We went from yum
misled.
pancakes to yuck back sweat.
Sorry, it's so bad. I'm boiling.
Thanks for sharing.
What's this? What's that? Seinfeld episode with the sweater.
George,
Made a terrible mistake.
and you know that different episode, I think, but the big puffy coat.
Yeah,
puffy coat.
The puffy
Yeah.
coat. That's it.
he's got the puffy coat. Then Jerry had the puffy shirt.
The pirate shirt.
The pirate shirt.
Yeah.
His girlfriend wanted to wear it on the Tonight Show. I think.
That's what it was. Yeah.
That's cool because there used to be
Yeah.
a breakfast thing back in the day, I believe, or something. There was a chili cook-off
yeah.
too. So this is cool
That
that they
kind of went
added
away
that
because
back.
of the
yeah.
COVID thing, and I think we're going to
COVID
plan on
chili.
that for next year. We're going to
Cool.
try. We didn't really have enough time this year
That's
to kind of
fair.
get that.
Yeah, that's
done.
totally fair.
But so go do the pancake breakfast at
breakfast.
the high school, in the commons area before. Make sure you register for that. And then the parade is going to be kind of an evening parade this year. We're
excited.
trying it a little different so
I'm so
people can
excited.
do lights.
I like
and,
that better.
You know, so it'll
Yeah.
the parade starts at 5:00.
I like it.
And
what is the lighting situation for all that? Are we gonna?
well, there's the street lights.
Okay.
I'm hoping that will be
It should work
enough.
fine.
Okay, should
yeah,
it?
it should, because the
I
time
drive
of
it at night all the time. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're out scouting.
I try
around,
not to
aren't you?
drive after
so
dark.
sincere about it is safe.
it's
Ballard approved.
Yep.
I try.
Stamp.
People walk the streets all the time.
I try not to
night.
drive after dark anymore.
You're at that age.
I'm at that age.
Remember
This
when mom
reminds
started
me of
saying
a whole
that?
thing I watched.
You know, Christopher, I don't drive after dark.
Don't drive after dark.
Yes, Mom, I know.
No, I think it'll be fine that time frame.
Yeah,
Because
it will.
I live over there. I think it'll be all right.
Well, it'd be cool because you can like put lights on your float and stuff. And
well, yeah,
it'll
that's
be-
the whole point, man.
Yeah.
See, I'm tracking.
Yeah.
More lights on your floats.
Yeah.
That's what
Or
we're
Give
saying.
people
Sparkly
more
lights.
opportunity to be festive.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
And
Yes.
is it a
not-
Grinch theme? Is that what
It
we're doing?
is.
Yeah, so everybody voted this year.
Okay.
They put in, their ideas for themes, and
You don't sound very excited
Grinch
about
won.
that. You're like, it's a Grinch
She's got her
theme.
green on, so she's,
That seems to be a hot
No,
Christmas
I'm-
trend.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Super cool.
You're
The
Okay.
Grinch
green
thing,
one.
and
Mr. Grinch.
it's Ryan's theme song.
Is
Have you
it,
seen the
uh,
picture where he looks like the Grinch? I'll have to show it to you.
I'd like to
I
see
can
this.
see it right now, actually. in
Is
my mind.
Yeah.
yeah? Is this
Grinch-
Jim
but the
Carrey
Grinch isn't
Grinch
bald.
or
Ew.
Jim Carrey
Listen,
Grinch? Or
I would like the most recent animated Grinch to be the one we use. It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
that is
an
a good-
amazing movie.
That is great. The
Okay.
new
It's
one.
awesome.
I don't know if I've seen that
The
one.
It's
city
fantastic.
just
You gotta
showed
watch
me
it.
their banners that they're getting ready to put up, and it has the animated
new
Grinch
one.
on it. Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Yeah.
look that
That's a
up.
great
I
movie.
love that movie. And guess
Agreed.
what? It says Christmas in it, and it uses traditional Christmas music.
Cha-ching.
It's not one of these new holiday movies that just ignore the fact that it has anything to do with Jesus. It's like it's Christmas.
Danica McKellar.
So 5 p.m. start time. It'll start, in the park like it normally does, run its traditional route.
Mm-hmm.
And then the tree lighting ceremony will happen kind of directly after that. The festivities, not the, I don't
Yes.
exactly know yet what time the tree lighting occurs. I have a meeting with the city today on
Mm-hmm.
that part. So just plan to be at the
Well, I
festivities.
think that's going to be really neat
afterwards.
because I know, like in past years, you had the parade and then you had like this gap.
Yeah.
And now we're until the parade stuff, and now it's all
Yes,
together.
That was the
Good.
whole point of
Yeah.
trying.
Like
We're trying this. We're
Yeah.
seeing how it works
I
out.
think it's a
love
great
this
idea.
I'm
So-
excited.
Yeah, I am too.
Hoping that attendance boosts and all of that.
And it looked like your
people
food
have fun.
truck lineup was pretty good.
Yeah, that's the city. So the city's taking care of the tree lighting
Oh, okay,
part.
cool.
There will be several food trucks. Story Coffee will be there with coffee. Harmony Baptist
I'll drink
Church
to
is
that.
going to do like a hot chocolate. I don't want it. We'll probably have some bar type items, not alcohol bar.
Oh, I was like,
hot
we drinking?
chocolate bar, like the
Hot
most
cocoa bar.
put
marshmallows,
Peppermint, marshmallows.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah.
I got it.
So
Chocolate
they'll have
sauce.
that. And then we're doing pictures with Mr. and Miss Claus.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
You know,
That's
they're
so
just
cute.
selfie pictures, so bring your cell phones
yours.
to
Okay.
do that. And then also pictures with Mr. Grinch.
Nice.
We have a
Are you serious,
professional
Clark?
Grinch.
A professional
coming.
Grinch. We have a lot of professional Grinches around here, but yeah.
Ballard's not one of them.
I might be one
I
of
was
them.
gonna say I'm probably sitting next to one of them, and it's probably on my right.
The thing with the Grinch
Dog
one
pooped in my yard.
that we're asking for would be donations
Okay.
of like a new toy item or also like a non-perishable food item.
Is that,
Okay.
so on the toy, like,
Yeah, Vicky, I think it's
you
going to
know,
be awesome.
an Xbox, not there. But like, is there a dollar limit?
I mean,
Is
you
it-
could if you wanted to do that, if you were generous enough.
so
but
so no like dollar
it-
limit or
no.
anything. Just
I
bring
mean,
a gift.
Don't bring a cheap 50-cent little party toy from Party City.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
because what we're doing is we're donating those items to Safe Haven now here in
Oh,
Rogersville to
wonderful.
help with
Yeah.
their angel tree
Yeah.
program that they
Love it.
have.
I love
So-
this. I
Love
love
that.
all of this. This is
Let's
very
just take
exciting.
a poll. What would you do? I mean, for something like that, I'd probably do $20, $25 gifts. That's
So-
probably where
yeah.
I would land
I
on
think
that.
that's
What
a
we
good call.
what we've done in the past at the church when we've collected for one of our mission partnerships is that we've said $15. But I talked to the leader of that and I said, hey, so is it 20 this year with inflation? He goes,
Yeah.
that's exactly the dollar amount we were looking at was
Yeah.
20. So
It'd be around
yeah, I think in
20,
that 20 to 25
Yeah.
buck range, you're probably good for a gift.
Now everybody feels better because they know they're coming too low or too high because we've got a consensus.
Well, and don't feel like we're donationing you to oblivion. This is spread
Yeah.
out over time.
Sure.
Yeah, there's different entities that are benefiting. This is
all
just a lot of
optional.
information.
Well, and
in
the
one
holidays
thing.
are a hard time for some people. I mean,
Oh yeah.
you don't always
Absolutely.
see it, but they're there. So
Well,
being able to help people.
Yeah,
in
and if
need-
you don't have family around and stuff, and you feel like you're not going to take part in a big celebration, you're kind of sad about that. Here's your opportunity
Yeah.
to take big part in a community celebration. And I bet you guys could use some volunteers too, right, to help out with some things.
Oh, sure.
I would.
Yeah.
Sure. So I mean,
volunteers are always needed. It doesn't matter what
yeah,
it is.
if you
so.
maybe your family is not here, you're feeling a little scroogey this year. This might be a great way to
Okay.
get involved and give some gifts and do the thing.
Well, I think it's real important that you get your kids involved in that too. You show your kids
Absolutely.
like this is what
Yeah, that's
being
right.
generous looks like. So
Yep.
in my family, years ago, we went to for our kids. They get something they want, something they need, something to wear, something to read. So we're only getting 4 gifts for our kids because the grandparents are going to
They get
spoil
all
them
the other
anyway.
stuff.
So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
we don't need to kill our budget, and then that allows us to have room to give to things like this.
That's
That's
awesome.
great.
And that was something we talked to our kids about early on. Was like it's something you want, something you need, something to wear, something to read.
Read.
I like
And-
that. That's
yeah.
really good.
And then we were able to say, and the reason we do this is because now we have space, some margin in our budget to go share.
That's brilliant.
that's good. I like it.
All
Involve
these
your
good
kids in it.
ideas come into my life after my children are grown.
They just Will and Shelby just had to wing it. Nobody came.
I
in
know,
and-
right? We didn't know what we were doing.
You'll have grandchildren eventually.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
those
You
I
know?
those I spoil, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are the ones.
Those
you
are the ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
spend all your money on
go
them.
nuts on that. But no grandkids yet. But we've got absolutely, says Vicky. She's
Cool.
so-
Very
And then
exciting.
we're still taking parade entries. We have 27 as of yesterday.
Nice.
I
Oh, that
checked
sounds good.
It's a good parade.
So, but we're still taking
fun.
more, and they can sign up through the Chamber's website. So, RogersvilleChamber.com.
Very good.
And then you go to calendar and current events.
And you
it'll
can
be
win
listed.
honor and glory, right? Because is there going to be a winner? Like this is the best float?
Yeah,
You did
there's
good?
a float competition. that
Float
you can
competition?
enter.
Very cool.
All kinds of stuff.
You don't have to do the float competition, but it's fun.
But
and
it's fun.
festive.
It would
So
be
do
fun.
it.
Love it.
Okay.
Ballard's doing one
I might.
of hair.
It's his giant head.
Man.
It's one of those giant.
Just
Ha!
I'll be out of the country, but we'll build something
From
up.
a
We'll have,
remote
it,
location.
we'll have it ready to go.
That sounds good.
Just my head, my hair flapping in the wind.
The wind speeds were up. The ballards weren't too bad.
I caught that quote. Christmas vacation. Never too soon to start Christmas vacation quotes.
Yes. Very good. All right. Anything else we need to know, Stephanie? You got that?
All I've got for you.
All right. Well, thanks for
Thanks
coming to
for
see us
coming on to
today.
visit us today.
Thanks for the
That's
work you're
awesome.
doing with the chamber.
Yes,
It's-
that's
appreciate
awesome.
This
it.
is great. I love the new ideas.
Yes, I do too.
So
It's
good.
wonderful.
I love it there, and hopefully we can continue to do partnership stuff like this and
Okay.
help our community. So
Beautiful.
thanks for
Awesome.
having me.
All right.
Thanks for
coming.
coming on.
Thanks for coming in.
We don't have any elegant way for you to leave, but
You just step off.
Just whatever. It's fine.
duck.
You don't have to
Yeah,
crawl
out. Army crawl out.
She's done it.
Oh, she did it. I didn't even see her hair come across the bottom.
Oh, and your husband's being nice to you on the so he had a nice comment for you. On there. So
She's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yep,
Yeah.
she's amazing.
I was waiting for him to say, yeah, she didn't even have to stoop down to.
Yeah. Awesome. Very good.
See you, Steph.
All right. So you went to you do the deer thing?
I did the deer thing. Along
Jack,
with, didn't everybody? I mean,
no, I
it's
haven't-
a Southwest Missouri tradition.
I haven't gone out yet. Jack got a doe, so
That's
he's,
fun.
He's got
Good
that
job,
done.
Jack.
Yeah, so this year, it was just Rylan and I. We missed it last year because the boys, it was their senior year and they made it to the quarterfinal, the soccer playoffs.
things,
And,
yep.
and so I really missed that, even though that was a special thing. But to get to go out, and of course, Sage, he tried out for the local semi-pro soccer team over the weekend, and so he said, "Dad, I'm going to do that." And I was like,
Yeah.
full support. That's what you want to
Yeah,
do."
no,
So
that's awesome.
So it was just Rylan and I, and we both got a deer on opening morning, and then Sunday morning I shot a really nice buck. So that was
Nice.
fun.
Ooh, very
So-
Successful.
So yesterday I was a butcher all
Yeah,
day
I'll bet
and have a
you were.
little bit more work to do today.
Ballard the butcher.
My hands hurt.
Oh, I'm sure.
So bad.
Yeah.
From hunting, shooting, dragging,
It's been
transporting,
cold.
chopping.
Yeah.
skinning, cutting.
Yeah.
I'm spent. I'm absolutely spent. It's just funny because being a pastor, I don't work with my hands
Yeah.
that often, and so I need some lotion and a massage.
Oh, you got to get Bloody Knuckles.
They are.
No,
Look at
No,
that.
the-
it's a brand.
it's
It's
a
a,
brand
it's a, like
called-
a hand stuff called Bloody Knuckles. You got to get it.
I'll tell you what we've been
all
getting
dinged
that.
up.
We've been getting the soap and the lotions from Essie Farms. Dennis and
Essie stuff's great.
Susan Clark. It's goat milk.
I use
really?
the soap
Oh,
I
it's
use.
fantastic.
Excellent. Yes.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. I think you can get it at the American Made store.
I
up
think
there.
when they have
Oh,
it in
really?
stock, usually
Yeah.
they're out of stock of it.
Yeah, or you can go to their website. It's
good
good
stuff.
stuff. Yeah, it's
It
really
was so cold on opening morning.
cold.
Yes.
So Rylan looked at me and was like, I feel sunburned. How am I said, son, you're wind burned.
Windburned,
And then
yeah.
of course being in the camper with a dry radiator heat, it's like,
Yep.
your skin is just thirsty.
The Ozark skin is not adjusted yet. to this
right.
winter.
And we're into that now. We're in
Yes.
that
good. Yeah, I have to
mode
run the
where-
humidifier.
Oh, my
run the
goodness,
humidifier
yeah.
in the house and all
But
that
no, it's
stuff.
fun. And I love seeing everybody's deer hunting pictures, and it's funny because I know some people hate that on social media. Like, oh, here's the dead deer season.
Yeah.
On social media,
They
but
get over it.
It's part of life here.
this is our culture.
Yeah.
this
it's
is
a
our
big deal.
culture.
Yeah, that's what
and
we
it's
do.
so much fun. And I was your Bisquick story.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So
Uh-oh.
I don't shop often
Yeah.
for groceries, and so I took the Blackstone this year. I'd never done that
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
It's easy to transport.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I did hibachi Saturday night for dinner, and did the whole breakfast thing
You
for
flip,
lunch.
you
and
flip shrimp tails into your hat.
I did that's what I.
Did you make an egg heart?
I took a picture because it was just Rylan. I sent it to the rest of the family. I said I did the volcano, I did the choo choo, which I didn't actually. Yeah. Ding ding ding.
Egg
choo-choo.
roll, egg roll.
Egg roll. Flipped it around, caught it, and sliced it in the air. Anyway,
yeah, it's good stuff.
but it was fun. And that's half the fun of deer camp is the
people,
eating.
yes. People
yeah.
who don't go to deer camp don't really understand. It's not just about hunting. In
Yeah.
fact, honestly, I'm not sure a lot of it's about hunting anymore. It's about food and, hanging out with friends and family.
Yep.
And, some people drink.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing, right?
Yeah,
It's
and everybody
not
does it
just-
differently. I got a
Yeah.
buddy. He goes for a whole week, and I was talking to his wife in the neighborhood. I was like, "Hey, has he got one?" No, they're there all week, and I'm like, code word for it. I know what they're doing. Yeah.
I mean, it really is. And, guys sometimes get crap for going deer hunting, but in a lot of ways, it's the only time of the year they get a break with their buddies, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a girls' weekend or
Yep.
a girls' vacation.
It's a guy's weekend.
And there's plenty of women that hunt too, don't get me wrong.
Sure.
But, I mean, it really is it's more than just the hunting season.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's for me. Like, I'm exhausted right now physically, but I'm emotionally and spiritually well and
Yeah.
rested. It's just, I look forward to it every year. It's my break. I don't, I take people like, you're a preacher, you're a pastor, and you hunt on Sunday morning. I'm like,
Yeah.
yep, I do.
Yep. The Lord likes me to hunt.
Yep,
His sheet came down, and Peter saw it,
and he said, "Get up, kill and eat."
kill and eat.
Yep, it's one of my favorite passages because I get to eat bacon.
Yes,
Bacon.
that's right. Bacon.
Bacon does sound good.
So
Yes,
yeah,
it
no,
does.
I haven't got out there yet. In fact, my rifle's not completely sighted in. A couple of us, we all went to sight in rifles, and I went last. And the sun got too low, and I didn't get finished sighting my rifle, so I have to finish sighting my rifle in.
That's one of my favorite parts too. Is that just let's make sure we're still sighted in.
Yeah.
We're
Well, this was a
dialed in.
new scope, so
Oh,
it was,
okay.
yeah.
You had to start fresh, which
Yeah,
is a
I
little
did.
bit of a process.
It was, but anyway. Well, the last thing that I had that I was talking about, we don't have to stop, but this student loan forgiveness thing. I got to talk about it because it's
I'm
like,
curious about this. What's going on?
everybody knew this was what was going to happen. So Biden issues this executive order, which everybody knows is unconstitutional. The president doesn't get to decide how to spend the money. Congress does that, and he says we're going to forgive all these student loans. He knows he can't do it. They all knew it was unconstitutional, and lo and behold, now after the midterms, the courts have said
It's unconstitutional.
You can't do that. It's unconstitutional. And he knew that from the beginning. It was a whole shell game to get people to go vote for his party because they were going to forgive the student loans when they knew they were never going to have
So
to do it.
nobody's student loans have been forgiven.
No, and they won't be.
It can't be.
They can't be unless the Congress passes it. They can't be. It's just
We're living in some weird
Well,
times.
people,
I mean-
but people believed it. That's what
Oh, I'm sure
drives
there's
me
still people who believe it.
crazy.
Yeah.
Is that people fell for that, and it was just a big scam.
Well, but in fairness, they also handed out trillions of dollars, and that's why we have the inflation we have. Or part of the reason why we have the
that
inflation.
was congressionally approved. Too.
Well, right, but
Yeah.
my point is,
Yeah.
okay, this is the new mode we're in now.
That's true.
Things can be free.
Yeah.
Free. And so there's hope there, and people get excited.
I get that.
And
Well,
and
it's
now
just
that
like trying to win the lottery or
Yeah.
whatever. You can't expect a windfall in your life.
right,
And most people are wired now to expect to win a lottery, a major lawsuit, just
Camp Lejeune.
right.
you can't. You
Can
can't,
the email stop? Like I can't send
you
them to junk
can't
mail quick enough.
expect it. You can't expect to have a big windfall in your life. If one happens, great.
Well, and this is fresh for me, right? Like, last October was the first time I filled out the FAFSA,
Oh, yeah.
for my boys. And so,
yeah.
and we're shopping colleges and we're doing the math, and here's your academic scholarships, here's your athletic scholarships, and here's the remainder, and so we're doing the math, and I'm showing them, okay, here's how much you'll owe,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But let's put that in perspective. Here's
Yeah.
how much you'll be able to make, and here's how
Yeah.
quickly you can pay it off, and here's how you have a strategy. But let's talk about a cap.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can borrow some, but it's not
can't go
wise
crazy.
to borrow this amount.
But doesn't it feel like the whole college thing, when we get into that, it is such a huge shell game because it's like, oh, it costs $100,000, but we're giving you this. It's like, no.
I don't know that you are.
I don't know
Yeah.
that you really
Yeah.
are. It's
Yeah.
goofy there.
Yeah, I mean, people need to work.
Yeah,
they
right.
do.
Yeah.
If you can work, you need to work.
Yeah, that's the deal. And so anyway, but my point was expectation. So you don't go into this thinking, well, it's just free money. This is real, and these are the implications for your life. And so we had to explain that to them, and here's how we paid it off when we did this, and it's going to be harder for you because here's the market today. And so anyway, it's
Well, I mean, I feel like I went through high school during the peak of you're going to go to college and it's okay to take out student loan debt.
it was
So
expected. Like
nobody
no alternative.
explained anything.
Yeah.
It was you're going to college, and the vast majority of kids that I went to school with who went to college used A+, and which was a wonderful program. If you do it and complete it, if you don't complete it, you end up stuck at ground zero later in life.
I think when I went to college, it was reasonably priced. I mean,
Yeah.
I think
That's
I
the
went to.
difference,
I think
yeah.
I went to Drury for. I think the tuition was $8,000 a year.
Yeah, I think
And-
mine was 12.
And I think I had over half of that in scholarships and stuff. But they were like, this is your academic scholarship. This is your leadership scholarship.
Yes.
These are your scholarships. It wasn't just like everybody that comes to our college gets a $10,000 scholarship, which seems to be the platform now. It's
Yeah,
like
it's kind of the
everybody
starting
gets
point.
a scholarship.
Look at the scholarship. Yeah, but
No, I
they've
didn't
raised the
even know
price by
that.
20
Yeah,
grand.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. It's a shell game.
So I mean,
And then I did borrow the money to go to law school. Some of that.
Well, yeah.
But
I mean, but hardly anybody
but that
can
was
just pay for law
that
school.
was
But again, it's calculated.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
only $10,000 a year.
Right.
So I know,
Yeah.
law school.
Yeah, and so now I'm, a lot of my boys' friends, they went to technical school, trade school, and they're coming out right away, and they're working, and they're making good money, and it's brilliant, especially if you're not sure about that college life, or you're not sure that that's going to be a payoff for you.
I just think
my kids
so
will
many
not go to college unless
of our
they have a specific plan.
Absolutely,
I think so many of our people are not oriented, educated, or able to do work. I mean, and I say work in the context of like what I do is not work. Right. I mean, I'm a lawyer, so I think and I write and I talk, and that doesn't feel like that's not work. It's work. I get it, and I get paid for it. But as far as putting nails and hammers and shingles and screws
element to the work,
actually going out there and physical work. I guess is what I'm talking. Skilled physical work is something that I think our culture is not oriented towards well at all, and that's the whole Mike Rowe work ethic. And I'm a fan.
Jesse was roofed with his dad for 15 years. His dad is a roofer, has had his own company, which is just them. He doesn't own like a company like Dale's, which is a giant company. It's just them that do the work. I think the man has been roofing houses for 45 years.
Yeah, wow.
Or no more than that. Probably closer to 50 years.
That's how you know about the bloody knuckles, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. And Jesse now, left that industry, right? Left the physical labor stuff once we had children. And I mean, if you want to know how to work, you go work with Jesse. Oh my gosh, that guy can work like no one you've ever been around. And even if you don't want to do that your whole life, doing that for a while teaches you a ton. And then you use it in your own home, right?
Yeah, and that's why I've always tried to tell my kids is I want you to enjoy your work. Yeah. And you may not enjoy what you do, but I want you to enjoy doing something hard and doing something well.
Yep.
Like just taking pride in the fact that I showed up, I did the work. Yep. I may not enjoy specifically what I'm doing, but I enjoy going at it.
Yeah.
Like that, it's that winner mentality.
Yeah. Well, I spent my time hauling hay in the summers, and so you learn from that. And
then, everybody used to do that, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Like, not
much.
Everybody, a lot. Like,
everybody it was
who
the
I
summer
knew
job
that,
if you grew up in Southwest Missouri.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have to haul hay. I was the youngest as we were growing up.
Hay's done very differently now.
Cattle. Hay's done very differently now. But I mean, I worked. We always worked, and it wasn't just like you're going to show up from this time to this time. It was like, we need you to do this here. We need you to do this here. You need to go mow your dad's lawn. You need to go work at the motel. You need to do that, and it was just constant.
You work until you're done, until the job's done.
You work until it's done. I mean, last night I worked until 9:30, and then I was texting at 6:30 about work. And, it's this weird balance now, though, because, right, we've decided that corporate America kind of overtook from us, and they frankly did, right?
Oh, yeah.
They became too demanding on an hourly schedule, not the work is done schedule.
Yeah, well,
right?
that's true. Yeah, I would give you that.
Like because a lot of people who went and got a law degree were like, I gotta work 60 hours a week, and if I'm not in the office, I'm gonna lose my job.
Yeah,
that's
right.
crazy. Yep. That's nuts. If your work's getting done.
Well, and it goes both ways because you also have the people that are like, I'm working on something, and then like, oh, it's 5 o'clock, I'm done, and they just walk off.
Yeah, you can't do that either.
And they're not, and it's not done. They've left unfinished work on their desk or at their workstation
for somebody else
to do. Yeah, and it's like that's not okay either. You work until the job's done. And in my practice, that's kind of where I've developed. We're real small now. I've gotten rid of most of my employees. I just have one, and we don't have set hours anywhere. If you want to see me, you make an appointment, and we work until we're done. And the hours don't mean anything. Yep. And so sometimes we start late, and sometimes we work late. Sometimes we start early, and we're done early.
Yep.
But we just get the work done. And I really like that. It suits me. It may not suit everybody.
Yeah. Well, another big part of the work culture is really getting back to a point where it's not about you.
Yep.
It's about those who are counting on you. I had a boss that was one of his core values. It's about the people who are counting on us. Yep. And that stuck with me because, at the end of the day, if I'm thinking not about me, but I'm thinking about the customer, I'm thinking about that client, that's a different work mentality.
It is.
And you're thinking about, I call it a theology of work because it's I'm working because I'm trying to represent God, right? And so it's now it's not just about do I get paid and how much money did I make. I'm also now thinking about my work matters because my employees are counting on me.
Well, and you can feel it when you walk into a place. It's a culturally different feel because there are some places you walk into and you bring them something you need, and their first response is no, or we can't help you, or I don't
Yeah.
want to do that, or how do I
Yeah.
make you go away?
Yeah.
And it's a no answer. The default is no, I don't want to do anything for you. And you go to other places and their default answer is, let's see what we can do to help.
Figure this
Let's
out.
see if we can figure that. And the answer might ultimately be no, we can't help.
Yeah.
But if
But they want to.
If we start with the attitude of how can I help rather than how can I make this person go away,
Yep.
it's culturally different and
Yep.
it changes entire communities.
But, and I think you see it in employees when employees feel like my owner, my boss actually cares about me and my family.
Sure.
There's a buy-in there. They want to work hard.
And they do need to care. And it was interesting on the Bisquick post last night. There was some comments about the people's opinion of the reason, and they were pretty drastically different. And the point is everybody's got a different opinion of how everything went wrong. But at the end of the day, it's still wrong. So now
we got a mess.
Now we got to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah.
Right.
How do we fix this? And I don't know how to do it.
So
right?
you tell us, folks, get in the comments, tell us how to fix this problem. And
I agree, Rick. Struggle is good.
Yep.
Struggle is good.
I always say I want my kids to struggle because it's the way
It
they
is.
grow.
It's good.
Just enough.
Yeah, just enough. I don't want to see them live in struggle, stay in struggle, but I enjoy the process of
Yeah.
struggle.
But if they don't struggle a little bit when they're young, they're going to struggle the rest of their life.
Oh,
I
yeah.
told Jesse that last night after the grocery run. I'm like,
Don't bail 'em
could
out.
you imagine these prices when we were 18 years old?
Oh gosh.
And he's like, no wonder kids live with their parents. I mean,
Right.
how could they not?
Yep.
Right? Unless they really get out there and get after
that's
it.
true. There's an element of that. But the
Yes.
flip side of that is, too, when I was that young, my first job paid $3.15 an hour.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
prices were low,
Yeah.
wages were low compared to today. Prices are high, wages are high, and the problem is right now we're in an adjustment cycle, which is
Yes.
we
Yeah,
have
it's the hardest part.
We've bumped up the minimum wage, which spikes inflation. And we've exacerbated that with all the free money.
Yeah.
So now we have runaway inflation, and it's just going to take some time for the real wages to catch up.
To catch up, yeah. Yeah,
Because
because you're saying you
minim-
made $3.25 an hour, yeah, but rent was $3.25 a month.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and
Sure,
now it's,
yeah,
now
exactly.
It's $1,300 a month at the low end.
Yeah, because we've done all the inflationary stuff and we haven't let the economy
I feel
keep
like
up.
we saw the inflation already from the stimulus and all this stuff and the supply and demand issues. Now I feel like we're seeing another level because of gas prices and diesel. I think because you think about it this way, the retailers and stuff, those were unexpected price rises in cost, right? Or increases in cost.
They shouldn't have been unexpected.
I
because
know,
We know
but-
what, if you,
We know what triggers
But-
those things.
lever A, causes function B every single time. And yeah, I mean,
It's a hot
they shouldn't
mess.
have been unexpected because we know what happens. We knew what we were doing. We knew what it was going to cause. Just we tried to ignore it, but pretend it wasn't happening.
COVID was a great reason to hit the lever.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, it really was. We'll talk about that later, but it's 8:30. We got places to go and people to be.
Tinfoil hats are about to come on, so we better turn this thing off.
I didn't say COVID was engineered for it. It was a great opportunity
It was
for
a great
it.
opportunity.
Oh, I
However,
100%
it
think that
started.
happened. Yes, I do.
And all the 17 people that have now jumped on the show today. We're sorry we're going to be done, but you have to roll it back, and you can watch it on your Roku device. If you didn't know that, you can. If you have a Roku, you can add the K-ROG channel, and you can watch this and other shows all the time. You can
All the time.
K-ROG, all the time. All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
And we appreciate Stephanie White coming in and telling us
Yeah,
about all
that
the
was
fun.
awesome.
Follow the Rogersville Area Chamber of Commerce. I believe
Yeah.
that's how the
Get
Facebook
involved.
page says.
This is a
And
great community.
it's gonna
Help
be a
out.
fun-
Shop local.
Yeah, don't drive to Springfield. Save yourself some money.
Have a how can I help attitude.
That's right.
There it is.
And if you want to watch the Rogersville Christmas Parade on your big screen TV, get a Roku.
But only
the
if you
K-ROG
have
channel.
to stay home.
But
Like,
only if
get
you have
out
to stay
there.
home. We'd rather you come out.
Yeah, be there.
And if you do come out, come say hi.
Yeah,
We'll
come
be
say
doing
hi.
the live stream.
Thanks, Vicki.
We'll be at the corner of Main and McDaniel.
There you go. We'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody.
guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.